What's up, YouTube? I'm Mike, and today I'm back with probably just a quick video. My wife's cooking, and I'm trying to get in the habit of shooting content. I don't love the audio on this phone, but I think it's probably gonna be all right for you guys. It seemed to be all right. Apparently, I look terrible if the comments are to be believed, which is crazy. It's like YouTube is like the greatest platform in the world for making you miserable. It's like if you anytime you start to feel good about yourself, or you get your ego, your confidence about something too high, you should just come make a YouTube video, and instantaneously there'll just be people who are just trying to immediately bring you down. One of the first comments I read after I put my YouTube video up was some jackass that's going to tell me that I look bloated, that that I'm retaining water on at the time, no testosterone, Proviron at 50 milligrams a day, 600 milligrams of Masteron, and almost 200 milligrams of Tren, Ace, and E. And he said I was retaining water. Interestingly, somebody else said they think I have cardiomyopathy, which to that person, I am considering going and getting a cardio workup, because I definitely have something weird going on. You know what? Let's see if we can recreate it right here. Whoever it was, who said I had cardiomyopathy? I want to say it was something testosterone. Give me just a second here. I'm not, I don't like dead time on my video. Whoever said it, something testosterone, I think said it. That it looked like I had cardiomyopathy and vasculitis or something. So this is something that's been going on for a while now that has been getting, I think, progressively worse. It's a little bit concerning. So let's see if I can catch it on camera. I have a bright white light, which makes my face look weird. So everybody's like, oh, dude, you look really bad. Let's do a test. Does that make me look more or less healthy? One guy was like, I love the one guy. The one guy in the comments goes, Mike looks like a totally different person than 4 years ago. Yeah. Imagine that. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I started this channel, I was 39. For those of you in my audience who aren't in their mid-40s yet, you guys are in for a rude awakening, okay? The body does not handle aging well in the middle 40s. You can look pretty good in your 30s. It's actually a studied fact that we don't age linearly, that you age in steps. And between 40 and 45 is a period that is well documented in science, where all of a sudden you look like a lot older. I think I've actually been looking a lot better since I got all the fat and bloat out of my face. The lines of my forehead are way less deep. My crow's feet, dude, I'm an old man. Get off me. Meanwhile, I look better than 99% of all men walking planet Earth of any age. But sure enough, you get in the comments and you're going to, oh, here it is. Ultra Testosterone 2983 says, Trinity doesn't look like water retention. He looks like cardiomyopathy issue with red face developing, likely due to vasculitis and potentially high blood pressure. One thing is that I have been struggling with my blood pressure again since the trend dose went up. I had my BP dialed in perfectly on 5 milligrams of nebivolol a day and 40 milligrams of telmisartan. My blood pressure has creeped back up to 135 over 80 or something. And so I doubled I'm now taking 10 milligrams of nebivolol and 80 milligrams of telmisartan, which is keeping my resting pulse down around the middle to low 70s. I need to do a blood pressure check and see if that's gotten any better. But let's watch this real quick. So if I bend over to tie my shoes, let's get a good what's the word I'm looking for? Starting point. See the redness in my face. Okay, now watch this. Is my face turning purple? Usually just from doing this, my face will, I think I did this once before, Jen made fun of me. me trying to, if I bend over One guy said my eyeball looked like it was bulging out. It probably really looked. Oh, this is a sexy view, isn't it? I bet there's some guys in the audience that are loving this fucking angle. Let's see what my face looks like. See, I mean, it didn't even really pick it up. It's you can definitely see that it's like way redder. In the lighting in my bathroom, if I bend over for any length of time and then sit up, like it starts turning purple. Like I already have the trend raccoon eyes real bad. We'll see if this starts to abate. You can see like I think that's like a normal amount of time for the redness to go away. I haven't decided whether to go get a cardio workup or not. I have absolutely no edema in my ankles. I do, however, I was looking at the symptoms of cardiomyopathy. My breathing is not great when I'm lying down. And what's the other thing? I do experience occasionally a dry cough when lying down for extended periods of time. So maybe ultra testosterone 2983 is on to something. Anything else is like, is there anything else I could check at home, you know, to find out if my heart is failing on me? Aside from that, the reason I'm making this quick video is somebody else in the comments said they wanted like a video about. First of all, I got to shout out my son again. See, I'm all over the place. I just took Trent Ace like 15 minutes ago, so it's going to be like coming up in you're going to see like live me coming up on the Ace. What was I saying? My son is, I don't know if you've ever had, like any of you out there who are fathers, if you've ever had that moment where your kid, your son, does something and you're just kind of standing back, and I don't even know how to explain it. It's like pride, and it's like a combination of pride and, I don't know, like hope for the future, and I don't know, it's a combination of feelings where you see yourself and the mark that your genetics and your personality and you see the effect that you've had on your kid and you're proud of it. He made a video. This is some shit I would be proud of, right? My son is literally becoming Trinity number 2, and he made a takedown video last night of one of the idiots in the Discord, and he's fledgling. You know, he's still coming up. But dude has promise for sure. He had me laughing in the video. Oh, see? That's not a dry cough, though. That's a phlegm producing cough, which honestly I think is allergies. But somebody asked for more content about how I manage, you know, being a husband, a father, working a full-time schedule now, going to the gym, you know, like, he said, I guess it was MC 4056. Shout out to you in the comments. Bro, let's hear some work updates. More interested in hearing how you navigate life being someone who has to balance work, marriage, kids, lifting, politics. We're going to have to save politics for a whole separate video, dude. I could talk forever on politics. And by the way, I am taking Cialis, but I can only handle 1 milligram a day. Or I start getting crushing headaches, massively crushing headaches. I have tried to like taper Cialis up, but I'm scared of it. Like, just you'd be shocked at how little. Like, I have it weighed out to whatever the amount of powder is that equals 1 milligram, and if I go up even like half of a milligram the next day, I'll just have a fucking smashing headache that will not like it will not respond to like ibuprofen or something. I'm just done for. There's no fixing it. So I'm really scared of Cialis in any kind of even remotely reasonable dose. As far as what I've been doing, not going to the gym a lot, admittedly, is one of the things I have been doing. Let me see if I can get away with a body update without getting dinged. This is what I'm looking like. Basically, with no pump, not going. Baby, when's the last time we went to the gym? A week. I haven't been to the gym. My abs will definitely not. Oh, look, you can see my thing. I can always see them. But I actually have really peeled abs right now. You can see I'm super lean. My skin, you can't see the abs, but you can see there's not a lot going on here as far as body fat goes. vascularity. This is me after not lifting for a week. And I 100% credit the Trenbolone for this. Apparently, if you eat good calories and you take Tren, you don't have to lift at all. I hate to be the one to say that, but apparently, once you've built a body and you just take Tren, you just look giant all the time. You can see the redness that's going on here. I can actually, I'll see if I can get it to happen for my doctor in the comments. If I hit this, if I squeeze my pecs together hard enough and keep hitting like most musculars, I'll start to get like purple that even becomes black across here. I don't know what that is. It's freaky looking. It looks like it looks like my skin is becoming necrotic or something, but it just totally goes away. So this is what my physique is looking like to the guy who's like, he's holding a lot of water. I have like borderline varicose veins in my shoulder. If this ends up looking the same way online as it does, I mean, look at this. There's, dude, come on, stop it. Holding water. So that's what I'm looking like. That's what I'm looking like 1 week out of the gym. And if I'm being honest, it's not like we had hit it like 5 days and then took a week off. It was like we hit it 2 or maybe 3 days and then took a week off. So all told, I'm feeling pretty good in the way that I'm looking. When we go to the water park right now, I have visible abs just walking around for the most part. We were at the water park on I don't know. I guess I met my wife there after work one day, and so there was like a school. There was like a bunch of kids from like an elementary school that were there, and so I'm walking over to meet my wife and kids, and I had basically been wearing this. So like this is what I would wear to work. So I've got my Gucci belt and just dress pants, and my bulge dress pants and a polo is what I wear to work 99% of the time. So when I got to the water park, I just took the polo off and was walking around in my alligator dress shoes and slacks and topless. And there's like this whole line of like elementary kids and their teachers that are walking through this area. And it was like, jaws are just dropping. Dinner's ready? These kids' mouths are just falling open. They're just like, as I'm walking by. So, like, say what you want. Obviously, I'm not Mr. Olympia, dude. But to be able to walk around in public and have jaws dropping everywhere you go, I feel pretty good about that being 44. So, basically, the way I'm managing my work-life balance right now is that I'm not. And that's thanks to my wife. She realized that work was taking a tremendous amount of my energy because I'm in a startup phase at work. And so she basically just started doing work with me. So like typically I would be on the road and I would do what's called blitzing, which is basically door-to-door sales, where I go to a business that I have never had any interaction with and I introduce myself and I try to get to the decision maker and I try to get them to listen to what I have to say to try to earn their business. And there's a lot of that. And that takes a lot of energy to maintain enough drive, because you got to be upbeat. You got to be pumped. You can't be like walking through the door like, hi, my name is Mike and I work for X company. And I was thinking maybe possibly you could tell me who by, you're not getting, that's not working. You got to come correct. You got to come aggressive, and you have to have something to hook this person very early on to get past their normal gatekeeper mode, because they're basically instructed to turn all salesmen away. And so I go through the back door, I climb on docks, I'll hide in the back of an 18-wheeler if I need to, whatever it takes to get in the building, man, that's what I'll do. And I'm very successful at it. But then you get business cards and you've got to send follow-up emails, and there's a lot of shit, there's a lot of stuff on the bookkeeping end that you have to be able to do. And so basically, like, I'm knocking doors between the hours of like 10 and 3, 9 and 4 would be like a really long day. Usually people don't want to see salesmen before 9 o'clock. And if you're in the morning, and most of the decision makers are gone by 3, or they're lying and saying they're gone. So basically between 9 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon is when you're going to get the majority of your like on hand face-to-face touches is what it's called. I know it's weird, isn't it? Touches. How many times did you touch your customer before they bought from you? Touches are like phone calls, emails, face-to-face contacts. There's a variety of ways to get touches in the sales world. And I prefer face-to-face contact because I'm a giant compared to most men. And it's very easy for me to get into businesses. Guys will just open the door, let me in, start chatting me up, take me straight to their boss. And so basically what I've been doing is when I go into a business and I get a business card or I get any details about what's going on, I text all of that information to my wife, and my wife is managing a lot of it. So we're basically like working together now. Sarah and I are basically working. In fact, she's going to be going to the office with me either tomorrow or on Friday, and my boss is going to train her on how to do quotes so that she can do quotes for me while I'm on the road, so that I don't have to stop and like open up my laptop and connect to the hotspot and do all that shit. I don't have to go back to the office. I can just stay on the grind all day. And Sarah's doing a lot of the administrative stuff, and she has just been like a gigantic help. She's created this entire spreadsheet that's got all of my customer names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, and then she figured out some way to connect that to Google Maps, so I can literally just be in my car, pull up Google Maps, and there's just like dots all over the map. So wherever I'm at, I could just touch a dot and it'll give me the company name, everything. It's amazing. She's fucking awesome. I have the best wife in the world. You guys already knew that I had the best wife in the world because she puts up with me on like the bodybuilding side and the cycling side and the sex side and all of that. And now she's like my own personal sales coordinator. And before long, she'll probably just be working for my company. So we share that together. And so then I come home, we eat dinner. We usually lay in bed and we'll be going over my day together. She'll be asking me for like updates on various different accounts, what the status of something is. Hey, my blood sugar's crashing right now. Hang on. You need to bring something? No, I need to shut up and come eat dinner. Is what I need to do. There's my ASMR sip for you guys that like that. You guys like that? Hey, you like my camo koozie? See, I like to match. I like to match my cup with my koozie. So I have a pink cup, or like a purple cup with a pink koozie. I got a green cup with a camo koozie. Who am I representing here before I like give some guys like, dude, don't ever put us in your video again. Blood sugar's a bitch. So then, you know, my daughter goes to gymnastics. Usually my wife handles that. My kid goes to the gym. My wife handles that. So my wife is like running the kids around all day. She's keeping up with me, what I'm doing at work. Then we usually have like dinner. We talk about work a little bit, and then we just chill. We spend a crazy amount of time just in bed, watching TV series, watching movies, hanging out together. Sometimes my daughter comes and crashes the party, and she'll lay in there and hang out with us. You know, my kid's 14, my oldest son. Well, my oldest son in the house is 14, so he's doing his own thing. He and I are on Discord together. We're bodybuilding together. We don't lift together, but we're doing the bodybuilding thing together. He's now moderating my Discord. He's now making basically natty trend rant videos. He rips some guy's ass. I'll link his latest video at the end of this video. He ripped some guy in Trinity style. Yesterday from the Discord, who's being a LARP and a troll and a moron. And so that's what's going on. I would love to talk at greater length on how we're doing that, but my dinner's getting cold. My blood sugar's crashing as we speak, so I'm going to have to cut this short. I know this is not the greatest content in the world, but it was something for today to tide you guys over who like to see regular content. Maybe I'll shoot a video later on tonight. We'll just have to see how it goes. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.